multiple tests, but let's move forward. So the first card we have is the hidden clue. It says, look beyond the obvious. Seek out subtle hints and hidden messages. In your environment, investigate any small details, confirmation, something significant about small details or small messages, or big details. Either way, that seems out of place or curious. Or someone could be very curious about something, or doing something out of, curiosity. Moving on. The next card we have is the Seeker's Eye. Stay vigilant and observant today. Pay attention to details that may reveal hidden truth. Take note of inconsistencies or unusual patterns in your surroundings. Something about the flight of stairs. Last but least, we have the Observer's Insight. Use your observational skills to gain insight into ongoing situations. Watch how others behave and interact to better understand their motive and the dynamics at play. So someone could be observing something, watching something, waiting. Man, if I'm not even reading, but just watching, scoping, getting insight, being very observational. This is what they're looking at, aiming for. So we have the hidden clue, the seeker's eye, and the observer's insight. Now, I want to see what that is. And then we're going to get into the true intention, the real intention. Now, let's see what's hidden. Travel, yeah. The hiding that they're, not let's say the hiding that they're trying, they're hiding their motive, that they're coming towards you or traveling towards you. When this is someone that is traveling, like literally traveling towards you. So look beyond the obvious. And this is someone that thinks they're gonna travel back into your energy or into your space. Yeah. So we have natural disaster. So a natural disaster is coming through. So be on the lookout for a natural disaster. Something could have caused a natural disaster. Something just a disastrous, thing. Or something just, disastrous going to happen, literally. Now, imprisonment. This is someone that's going to prison, or this is someone that is being imprisoned. Or this is someone that's traveling towards you so that they can imprison you and cause disasters. Or this is someone that's traveling to do something very destructive, and then they're going to end up in prison. I mean, at least that's what they asked for. And they're going to get it. Now, moving on, and that's justice. Like I said, they're gonna get the slap on the wrist or handcuff. If they try to do, if they try to imprison, or who they try to imprison, justice. So, tick tock. That's funny. At the bottom of the deck, we have the unspoken truth, and then we have the puzzle solved. So something is solved. Something about solving a puzzle, or a huge puzzle, or a small one. It says pay attention to what is not said. Non-verbal cues and unspoken words can provide significant insight. Look for underlying messages in your communications and interaction. So something is being solved, the puzzle is being solved. It says work through any problems or mysteries with patient and methodical effort. Focus on solving each piece of the puzzle. One step at a time, celebrate the completion of each stage progress. So pay attention to what is not being said. Because we have justice. Then we have homicide. There's something significant about homicide detective. Something about the deep end. Something about the water, river, lake, a pond. I want to see what that justice is about. Libra, energy, balance. Okay, I want to see what the real intentions are. Wooded area. So someone could be traveling in a wooded area, and this is what they do. So something about a wooded area or a wooded space. Have family. Something about family. Or something about a natural. Okay, justice. Okay. I don't know why I heard dumpster, but let's move on. They have family. So something about a family in a natural disaster. Or something could have called a natural disaster in a with the family. Or this could have happened to a family. This could be a family that is causing natural disasters. Or this is what they want. But they also don't want this. So they can be choosy. Now, let's see what the imprisonment is about. Caregiver. Yeah, so they can trap someone or make someone feel trapped. Mentally, emotionally. So this is someone that is traveling to look for a caregiver. This is what they're asking for, aiming for. So they can imprison something or imprison someone or imprison a caregiver. I also heard imprison a patient. So let's move forward. Or something is causing a I don't know, I also heard something is causing a distraction to something or to someone. And this is what they want. So that you can follow their path. And this is what they do, imprison people. So that they can, so they can have like, natural, disasters. That's what they want, natural disasters. But the fact that family came out and caregiver after that, I want to see what their real intentions are. definitely want to pick someone. Yeah, sometimes I pick more. So yeah, this is someone's intention. Their hidden clue. No, their hidden motive. So we have Libra and Scorpio energy so far. So we have death. Something about a death. So this is someone that wants to cause a death for you, and an ending for you. See, that's how I start on my way. It's not gonna work. So this is someone that's traveling towards you, so a death can happen for you, or an ending, or someone could be transforming, or going through a rebirth. Either way, and this is what someone. I also heard this is what someone likes to do. They like to do things. I heard someone likes to do like graveyard, graveyard or like earth magic, like in the woods. And it's just someone like to dig in the woods or deep underground. Something could be buried underground and buried underneath, or planted underneath. And then we have cult. So this what causes a death to something, or okay, confirmation of death to something, or ending. And that's the seeker's eye. So this is someone that is watching from afar, looking at something from afar. Or this is someone that is investigating something afar, with someone afar, that's causing so much disasters. And you would think that it's someone from the outside. You'd be surprised who's really in it, who's really behind these, attacks, these traps, the illusions. And this is what causes someone to escape from, a family, someone you once called a family, or something about getting around family, or being around family that brings, disasters. I also heard reuniting with the family causes disasters. Or reuniting with the tribe or soul tribe that causes disasters. But something is ending. I also heard something that's cursed. Or someone could be cursed. Either way. Or they're going to be. Or they feel cursed, or they feel entrapped. Yeah, inside. So someone is watching something on the inside, observing something, or they're using their observational skills with them. So far we have death, cult, inside. Or something happening on the inside, or just be like an inside job. Then we have travel, disaster, natural disaster, imprisonment, or this is someone that's going to prison, or they feel trapped on the inside or in prison in the mind, mentally. And this is why they have to go in the wooded area, or they have to hide out in the woods, or do something in the woods, or bury something underneath, or hide something underneath. And that's what causes, death, ending, rebirth, transformation. And then first card we have is family. Something about a family being in a wooded area. When this is what they want, a family in a wooded area. Or travel to a wooded area so they can be trapped. And this is someone that wants you trapped, like literally. And this could be, anyone that wants you trapped. Literally. Or someone could be looking for a caregiver. And that they can trap you and make you feel trapped. Or stuck in one place. On the inside. So yeah, either way, someone is going to get their justice, or this is someone that is going to prison. Or this is someone that is literally trying to imprison you. And that's going to lead them to handcuffs. Now, at least with someone's story, when they went through it. Most people that is about. Yeah, so someone's going to ask for a small favor, or they're going to pay someone, they're going to ask someone to do something, you know, or cause something. Yeah, it says, I'm hoping you can help me with something small. Yeah, so something about paying attention to the small details, or the small messages, or small meanings of something. Or small information about something, yeah. This is someone that wants to sabotage. Like, for what? So, this could be someone that's looking for a caregiver, someone to take care of them so they can sabotage you or block you from doing something that you love or you choose to do. Only for them to try to imprison you, to make you feel stuck, you know. So this could be like an inside job or inside work thing going on. Yeah, so someone is working their way to the top to deliberately undermine your work or undermine your effort or underestimate you because they want to cause an ending for you or to you. 1818, or they want to bring this disaster. Either they want to bring this disaster to your family, or this could be a family that's doing this, and they have no idea what they have gotten themselves into, or how this game goes. I also heard something needs to be sacrificed, or this is what they do so that they don't get sacrificed or barbecued. So it's basically playing a role so that they won't get barbecued, you know? But you can feel it in some of these individuals, accent that they do. They don't speak, that they don't want to be barbecued. Why? Pay attention to how they react when they are around, others. It makes sense why they have to act out of character, why they have to do all of this. Yeah, because they don't want to be barbecued. They don't want to be next on the chopping block. But let's move forward. So this is why they try to sabotage you or block you. Like I said, if their plan was to, sacrifice you or to end you so that they can take over. They don't know what they have gotten themselves into, like literally. Like you're sabotaging something that can literally end it. And you're literally trying to sabotage a group. 2020, I said that something could have happened in 2020. This is someone that is literally trying to sabotage something or someone so that they can cause a disaster for them. And then sabotage them, then block them so that they can't do what they love or focus on the things that they love. And this could be family all along. They were in on something, but like I said, they don't have no idea what causes, the destruction or who's in or who's coming from left to right. They don't understand that part. And this is someone that is literally paying the price, for their success or for their hard work. Who they don't get barbecued. Or, their family don't get barbecued. You know, so it's like a simple, activity to do. Or barbecue. But let's move on. Let's see what that inside is about. So we have vent and back. If someone could be bragging about something, this is nothing to be bragging about. But let's move on. Yeah, we have tribe. So something about the tribe. It says we seem very aligned in a lot of ways. You're my kind of people. Oh my god. So something about the tribe. Like I mentioned before, soul tribe, soul family. And this is someone that literally tried to sabotage the soul family or soul tribe. Also heard old soul family versus new soul family. Now, let's move on. We have travel. Yeah, this is the path. Like I said, I mentioned old soul family versus new soul family. This is someone that still haven't gotten over what occurred in the past. And this is why they're traveling towards you. Because, retrograde is all about tests. People coming back from the past. People coming out the woodwork. Yeah. So these are individuals from the past. These are past life individuals that wants to trap you. Or they think that they have trapped you. Yeah, it says I heard something you're going to be interested in. Yeah, and this is what causes them, you know, to act so destructive towards you because they see something or they heard something you're going to be interested in, and this is why they want to cause a disaster because they don't want you to have it, and this is why they're deliberately blocking something, or they try to, at least. They try, at least. They try. So what is this imprisonment about? Yeah, because they feel obligated to do something or to do so. But they don't realize they're being watched also. And while they have hidden clues and hidden motives and shit, they're being watched equally too. And they don't even know. And this is why they feel obligated to be around you, near you, or to be associated with you. So that they can imprison you, trap you. But nah, they're the one that's going to be trapped. They're the one that's going to feel stuck. They're the one that's going to be in a daze. Why do you think you're going to be stuck? They're the one that can be feeling like they're in the maze. Yeah, so they can gaslight you. Yeah. So this individual, whoever this is, or this person, or this group, or this family, or someone that claimed it, their family, they're doing everything in their power to deliberately manipulate your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experiences. This is what they want. This is what they acting for. This is what they want to gaslight you into. Something about connecting with nature or connecting with trees. So, yeah, this past think that they have a ray around you or a ray into your energy or a ray into your space energetically, maybe physically and physically. But the past is working so hard to, gaslight you. They're working so hard to gaslight you. And it's just nothing but the past. Past individuals. Past life individual. Yeah. So they're doing everything to, I'm about to say they're doing everything they can to gaslight your career. Or this is what they want, to sabotage your career or block your career so that you can't go anywhere or go further in life. But this is someone that is concentrating on themselves and on their career, regardless, no matter what it takes, instead of a family that's trying to imprison them or, you know, end them or stop them or block them or sabotage them or gaslight their way in. Or this could be, a family that think that you choose or chose, career over them. And to someone family that feels neglected or they think that you are neglecting them. Or they're going let's say, or they're going to be neglected because you are focused on your career or on your work or your craft. Because you have the ability to do something, or maybe this is why they try to sabotage you, I don't know. Because you have the ability to do something, you have the ability to focus, the ability to work, and they don't. I mean, even if they are working, even if they are doing something productive, amazing with their life, they will do everything in their power to gaslight you, to sabotage you, to block you so that you can't have it. Doesn't make sense. Like, how are you going to stop someone from being them? Like, you can't stop an individual from being their, authentic self when you're not even authentic your damn self. It doesn't make sense. Now, and that's why they're dishonest about something. Yeah, they're dishonest about what they're doing. They're dishonest about what they're hiding or what they try to hide, what they try to keep hidden. It's just, I will withhold information from you for my benefit. Yeah, and they're doing it for their own benefit. Yeah, something about the gift. Someone could be bringing a gift or they try to bring a gift towards you. It says a gift of love. Someone could be receiving a gift of love rather than a gift of this bullshit. Maybe receiving the gift of love is so much better than, someone being dishonest about what they're doing, what they try to hide, what they try to keep hidden. And then the fact that they feel like they are obligated to you. And on top of that, they try to sabotage you or sabotage a soul tribe or a soul family. And to someone that feels like they are obligated to be a part of, a soul family or a tribe, they don't realize there are prices and consequences that comes along with that, with each success or with each hard work. But this family don't realize that sacrifice. They don't realize that hard work that comes with it. They don't realize the the humiliation. I don't want to say it. See, they don't want me to say it. They don't realize, the punishment. They don't realize the humiliation that comes with it. You know, the things that you are forced to do, or they force you to do, to be a part of something. It's not all glitter and gold. It's like you have to go through the attack. You have to go through the ins and outs. You have to go through the ups and downs to be about something. It's like, do you really want to swap destiny? You have to really ask these individuals. Do you really want to swap destiny? Do you really want my life? Do you really want to walk in my shoes? Like, you have to really ask these individuals. And then once they realize that they don't want to do that shit no more, that it isn't fun anymore, that's when shit changes. If you know what I mean. Yeah, these individuals, they don't know what they get themselves into because they think that you are a part of something, and that you have joined something that they don't know about. They think that you unaware of, or they think that they know that you are a part of, or who you're working with, or who you're in with. But they only do it to sabotage you. But like I said, this is deeper than the cult itself. This is deeper than a natural disaster itself. This is deeper than, a career, or trying to imprison someone, or trying to gaslight them. This is way deeper than that. Way deeper. This is all about the gift of love, or the gift of connection, the gift of, you know, outside connection. Real love, authentic love, genuine love at that. Not this sabotaging bullshit right here. I don't think so. Something about reading the fine print condition. Let's move on. Get feelings never lie. If something is closing out, the word card, something is ending, someone is closing something out. If something is ending. Capricorn energy. So far we have gestures, Libra, Death, Scorpio, and the word card Capricorn. Could be significant. Let's move on. Yeah, transformation, like I said, transformation. Something about transforming, the future and not the past. Removing the past and transforming to the future. Someone is going through a transformation, and this is what they try to block. Your transformation, or stop your transformation, or end your transformation deliberately. Why? They're just bitter. They just have nothing good to offer you. Yeah. There's something about keeping the faith, or having the faith. 49. Because, sometimes those who have faith in you sometimes go astray, And the ones that go astray. The ones that give up is because they gave up on themselves. Or they didn't believe in themselves. Or they choose not to believe in themselves. And they think that by blocking you, sabotaging you, gaslighting you out of your career, out of your hard work, and do what they do, will go their way. No. No. It's not gonna happen. That shit is gonna be in the trash, in the dumpster, where it belongs. I don't know how you like that for transformation. 49 could be significant, so keep the faith. Because someone's transforming, like literally transforming. And they're closing cycles, they're closing, anything or anyone from the past that no longer, align with their, work or with their honest work, with their, transparent work. Yeah. So ask yourself, are you the victim or are you a warrior? 68. Sometimes some people like to play that victim card or that victim mentality so that they can, deliberately, get out of something. Okay. So think about having faith in your own transformation. Before I get, I'm not talking about, let me see what that is. I'm gonna see what that is. You see how the energy just shifted from someone trying to sabotage, block, and withhold something from you, but you already know what it is, or what it, you know, or how it is. It's all about keeping the faith. Number 63 could be significant. Confirmation. Someone could be 63 years old, okay? We have the 9 of swords, so, so someone is going through it because of your transformation, okay? Because of your faith in something. I also heard renewed faith. But let's move on. There's something significant about the elderly. Or taking care of the elderly. Let's move on. They have grandpa. So this could be a grandfather figure. This could be someone's grandfather figure. Or this could be like a past life grandfather figure. You know? I also heard this could be like a soul grandfather figure. Or a passed on loved one grandfather figure. That's closing something out. Or they're ready to close something out. Yeah, because the two lovers are plotting. Because they see the two lovers that's plotting on your transformation. or that is plotting on your downfall. So your grandfather figure or past or loved one grandfather figure is watching this individual or individuals or two lovers that claim that they heard something that you're going to be interested in, but no. These two lovers are deliberately working to undermine your transformation, block your transformation, block your faith. But something about meeting these two lovers was that's destiny, but at the same time, are you a victim or are you a warrior? Something about these two lovers. Was it destined or was it a lesson? Or was it written in your story? Or was it written in the script? It could be written in the stars. You never know. They have learners. Someone could be doing something alone, working alone, traveling alone, or working on their career alone. If someone is a loner, I might say a good loner, but someone is a loner. They just like working alone. They just like being alone. Or this is someone that has faith in being alone, doing something alone. You know, and getting away from a chronic demonic female and their lover. Yeah, something about threesome. Something about five. And this is someone that wants you in their love triangle. They try to put you in their love triangle. This is someone that wants to have a threesome with them. Yeah, with a sex offender, predator. What the fuck? What else is new? Okay, let's move on. Okay, that explains imprisonment or handcuffs. Let's move on. We have picture yourself first. Someone could be an informant, a hidden informant, a grandpa figure, or a common demonic female. Someone could be working on the inside. This could be like an inside job, inside work, or someone could be doing some undercover work. This could be someone's grandfather figure or a grandfather figure. Or someone could be doing something alone, investigating something alone, watching something alone, or observing something alone. Helicopter, aircraft, air-based, airborne, confirmation. Yeah, this fire sign setting you up. I also heard, God finish, never lie. I also heard, Department of Defense. You know what's funny? When people think that you don't have resources or, people taking a break, when people think that you're just alone and that you're just literally alone, nope. Nope, that's not how it is. Especially when you have met, you know, some people on your journey that can actually help you, that can actually, work in your favor. But these individuals don't see it. They don't, they're so blind, not even like, can't see where, like, it's like they're mentally blind. But let's move forward. So I also heard Department of Defense could be significant. Aircraft, airborne. So whoever this fire sign is, this could be feminine, masculine. Yeah. Whatever they are informing and whoever they are informing, they might as well just do it by themselves. Do it by themselves. because if you have to use someone or inform another individual, clearly you don't know how to do your own dirty work. But let's move forward. This don't have to be. But like I said, you could be a fire sign dealing with another fire sign. You know? Or you have found this about a fire sign. And I also heard kids tell the truth. But let's move forward. Get into that. So if the kids tell the truth, it's the truth. But let's move forward. We have earth signs setting you up. This could be feminines. Something significant about feminines. It could be a divine feminine dealing with feminines like this. You could have dealt or could have had a feminine like this. Moving on, yeah. Like I said, they could have hired. This is so interesting. They could have hired this individual, or used this individual, but they don't know that individual is undercover. Like I said, sometimes some of these individuals are stupid. Some of these family members are stupid, like honestly. Some, not all of them, but some of them are stupid. The same individual that they hire or use to do something to you, or to end something for you, or to gaslight you, or to break you, or to sabotage you, or to use you as a vessel, or use you, what I say, use you as a testament. Not realizing that these same individuals that they hire, use, are literally undercover cops. Like I said before, they are good at, disguise or hiding behind that disguise mask. I said mask. Mask. Like I said before, you would think that some of these, undercover informants, undercover, officers or detectives, they don't, always just, formal or casual. So yeah, sometimes they could be dressed, as homeless, handicapped. You'd be surprised. They do everything in disguise. The ones that work undercover, the ones that work alone, the ones that do things alone. But, some people, they don't understand that some of these individuals are dressed in disguise. Isn't that something? So they're doing all of this only to, get themselves written up, or to set themselves up, or hurt themselves, because they don't want to see you win, or they don't want to see you have faith in yourself, or have faith in your transformation, or faith in your work. Because this is what they do. They don't want to see you win, or live unhappy, or satisfied with your life, with your craft. Like, are you serious? So they could have hired a hitman or a hitwoman. Something about two feminines could have hired a hitman or hitwoman, or two masculine. If you have to hire someone to do your dirty work, clearly lost in the sauce. Yeah, and this was gonna lead them to prison, jail, or someone could be doing something, I say, underhandedly. And this is someone that it is on the inside. It is looking, being observational. I don't know about the inside job or inside work. But let's move on. It says love yourself. You know, After all I just explained, Spirit say love yourself. Put yourself first. Now that's real faith. That's real self-control. It's real, self-control. Like, honestly. To love yourself after all of this, or to continue to love yourself after all of this, is superpower. So, don't listen to what they say or what they feel is like. No, listen to yourself. Listen to your own inner voice, your own instinct. The more you love yourself, the more you choose yourself, the more you put yourself first, better transformation. And that's what some of these individuals don't get. Something significant about OnlyFans. Yeah, this individual that tried to harm a real psychic. Yeah, because they have abandonment issues. They have a problem with being abandoned a lot. Yeah, spy in disguise. No more. Yeah, this ex-friend, ex-lover, ex-whoever. They're watching. Yeah, because you know their husband on a deal, or someone is on a deal. And this is why they try to harm you, or break you, or destroy you, because you know that they are on the deal. Like I said, they could have hired someone on you to break you or destroy you, or to get rid of you, because you know what they do on the deal. They just prefer the opposite sex, they prefer it. That's what they like, that's what they prefer. So, they like what they like, oh well, what can you do? So they can't be mad at you because you know the truth about them. Or you know what they like or what they prefer. They can't be mad at you for that. This is why they try to harm you. And they're going to end up right in jail. But with the consequences that they chose to attack you for. Or try to. Yeah. Woman beater. I just had to clip that out. Woman beater, man beater. Yeah, they're going to get it. They're going to get what they're asking for. Only a matter of time. They're going to get it. Trust and believe. They're going to get it. Yeah. This could be someone that's taking on you. Someone that you want to work with. Someone that you want to cool with. Yeah, because you know they're woman beater. Man beater. You know what they did. You know what they tried to do. Yeah. So, anyone that still hit like a bitch, act like a bitch, dress like a bitch, think like a bitch, feel like a bitch, and then on top of that, they don't even believe like a bitch, but they act like it, still a bitch. And they're fake. And they have a lot of, mom or dad issues, and that they're facing. Yeah, but they don't respect their boundaries. Yeah. Get the fuck out. Okay? That's how you can know someone's a woman beater, man beater. By telling them get the fuck out. That's all you gotta do. I'm gonna take one simple word, get the fuck out, and watch how they react. Okay? Now that's real transformation. That's real rebirth. definition. So now we know what this woman beater, man beater, level beater is all about. Still a bitch. Moving on. Possess an amulet and have it blessed with protection. Something about photograph or photographic memory. Someone have a photographic memory. They have photograph evidence. They mock you when they feel jealousy or jealous towards you. Yeah. Or they attack you when they feel jealous. Or when they can't stop you. Or when they can't block you. Or stop your real transformation or stop your faith. That's what they don't like. Your faith. Are you keeping the faith? I don't like that shit. Yeah, and this is why they try everything in their power to claim credit over your success, over your hard work. Because they can't do what you do. They can't mock you. They can't duplicate. They can't destiny swap. Or, their destiny swap has failed. Or their skinwalk has failed. Their shape-shifting has failed. Yeah. And this is why they see you as a rival. Clearly, they don't understand business. They don't understand dedication. They don't understand skill, hard work, discipline. Because business, in general, yes, it's ups and downs, highs and lows, whatever you go, right? But also it is discipline, self-control, dedication, hard work. So, this is someone that literally can't stand your grind and hustle. But yet, they do all of this behind the scenes. Only because they see you win. Only because they see you rising. Another thing, sometimes some people need to keep their hands to themselves, man or woman. I don't care who it is, man or woman, both need to keep their hands to themselves. Because you just never know who someone knows. Who someone is, connected with. Like, honestly. If you have that much self-control and let disrespect slide, just know that person's time is coming. To have that much self-control to let a disrespect slide is everything. Knowing that they know that their time is coming, that their judgment is coming, that their karma is coming. I'm pretty sure they can feel it. And they're gonna feel it. They're gonna be stuck with it for the rest of their life. But let's move forward. Readings. So regardless of this woman beater, man beater, just know their time is coming. And this is what they like to do to someone that they claim that they love or like or, respect. No, they don't. Because if they did respect the individual, if they did, respected their boundaries, it wouldn't go, by the wayside. But too late. Time is up. The gig is up. Moving forward, yeah. We have bad credit, debt, unemployed. Someone could be, have a lot of debt to pay. Sometimes some people have debt to pay with their own life, but this could be someone that is paying the price. Or they're going to. Yeah. This is someone that wants to sweet talk their way in. Or sweet talk back their way in. Or they think that you are going to, allow them to come back in. Or accept them in after they did this. I don't think so. Not on my watch. Yeah, and this is where it's going to lead them. This is where they're going to go. You see how the fact it says right on top of, hitman? Yeah. Okay, they thought they covered something up. Or kept something covered. Nope. They got caught in their own delusion. A fantasy of what love is. And you could be very fed up with this individual. Man or woman. Yeah. They're always off and on, hot, cold, detached. Or this is someone that you ghosted. And to someone that ghosted you. Either way. And to someone that needs to be left behind. Or someone to be watched by a police officer. Maybe multiple. Or just around it. Or something about 2 officers or more. Okay. So justice has to be on point at one time because they're going to receive bad news or bad information. This is someone that could be getting readings on something or someone or about someone. Yeah, because they know they're going to receive bad news or they're going to be faced with bad news. So they could be drinking coffee right now on the phone or on call. Yeah, because of someone's shadiness or someone, hidden motive or the hidden knife. About to be taken right the fuck off. All of this to stop your transformation. Ain't that funny? And this could be literally someone that's literally unemployed, trying to sweet talk their way in because they know they're going to jail. They're going to be facing jail time. But this is someone that likes to sweet talk, on the phone while in prison. I also heard that. Sometimes speaking about prison calls, jail calls. Okay. I also heard someone's going to receive a call from jail. Let's move on. Yeah, so something is up in the air. Something is just too foggy. Too foggy. Too up in the air. Yeah, within 10 years. This could have happened 10 years ago, or someone could have faced 10 years. And to someone that's going to be faced with 10 years or more. And this was, someone's story in the past life. Or it's written. Or it's meant to happen. Or someone was confused for 10 years, maybe. Okay. Something could have happened in spring. I also heard February 10th could be significant. March the 10th, and May the 10th, and April the 10th. Could be significant. Yeah, in autumn. Something significant about the fall. I also heard, that's the winter, but I was about to say it, winter. I was about to say December 10th, but that's winter. I'm gonna say August the 10th. Okay, confirmation. Yep, August the 10th. I also heard September 10th. September 10th. What was it called? Okay, October 10th. The reason for that. So you have April, March, May, October, could be October, and September. We have autumn, so something significant about the fall. Thank you. Do I play games? Do you play games? Awesome, that's beautiful. Spot with one hand. Yeah, I can do a lot of things with one hand. Depends on how you're acting. Well, we're gonna move on. If I have to use two hands, it ain't big enough. Just know that. Okay, and I'm not either. So if I have to use two hands, it ain't big enough. So like I said, but if I have to suck with two hands, you ain't big enough. I mean, let's keep that moving. If I gotta use two hands on your balls, you ain't big enough. You ain't big enough for me. So this is someone that wants to reconcile. Moving on. So it's always one from the past. Like I said, this is all a test. This is all retrograde. You know? And retrograde is gonna test you regardless. Someone from your past is always will be real. When I say real, will be returning to your life soon. We're not talking about our robot, okay? We ain't talking about our robot. We're talking about the word. But let's move on. Something about going underwater. But let's move on. We're not talking about our robot. So let's make that clear. Our robot is on their own journey, okay? Let our robot live. Then it says be aware of codependency. You know, be aware of being codependent on others. And this is someone that is being codependent, like literally. Or they're being codependent on you, or they're always codependent on you. It says addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. What's at the police station? It says be present. You will attract love by enjoying your life as it is. Whatever you are, wherever you are, be all there. If someone is wanting to show up, pop up, yeah, just pay attention to signs. Definitely, you have been noticing on my coincidence. Mm-hmm. Coincidence, my ass. Coincidence are planned. Fate and destiny are meant to happen. Okay. So, regardless of, you know, whoever this is, man or woman, you know, a friend, where am I asking from? South Carolina, but let's move forward. Um, but we're gonna move forward. So, this is what someone wants your luck to be upside down. Nope. This is someone that hates the fact that you are blessed. They think that you are lucky. They haven't seen luck. They don't know what the fuck luck is. Until someone that don't like to see you be lucky or become lucky. Yeah, because they're 47. Yeah, and that's the truth. 25. They're gonna hear it today. Yeah, and that's when good fortune comes. You know? Truth teller, truth telling is a curse breaker. About 13. I also heard May 13th could be significant. Yeah, like I said, transformation again. Something about transformation. Someone is going through a deep transformation, like literally, like a beautiful one like that. 19. Yeah, because you have been given the power to something, to someone that tries to, you know, stop you from being tied up and also her power up. Yeah, this is what they want. They want you upside down so bad. Divine masculine. Because you have the knowledge of something, or you saw something, you are aware of something. Yeah, they don't realize that they don't know that you are transforming. Regardless, they don't want to see this. What they really want is you to have, inner conflict, failures, a lot of mistakes. They want you to feel guilty about something. They want you to feel guilty about your success, your hard work, something that you made a name for yourself. Yeah, and they couldn't. Yeah, and this is what they tried to stop all along. Your transformation, your faith in something, or maybe you just stop having faith in people. The ones that are afraid of, transformation. Yeah, stop having faith in those. The ones that don't believe in themselves. The one that like to project into your dream state and the things that you don't know, uh, that you don't see them. Okay. Sometimes vision get a little hazy and I see things. I know I ain't tripping. Visions are clear, literally clear. That's what they don't see. The vision, the bigger picture. Something about get sometimes bad things comes in three. If I trip, and I catch me like COVID. Yeah, you can catch me like fever too. And add some tea with it too. Some peppermint tea, maybe. Raspberry tea. What else? Ginger. You know, any type of tea is gonna be doing hot. Am I saying this correctly? Yeah, it's just a little cherish. It's about cherish, the beauty of something or the beauty of life. Okay, something about the hot chocolate. The flavor is fire. Which one? Ginger? Ginger tea? I'm more of a raspberry peppermint tea with honey in it. So everything is a test. Retrograde is always a test. Something about walking your path, walking into your destiny. Or someone has already found their destiny, or saw how lucky their path were, and they didn't expect to see how lucky their path was. Yeah, spirit. Something about the spirit. So we did have grandpa. So this could be like a passed on loved one grandfather figure. This could be someone's grandfather. Mm. Get some chicken noodle soup with that as well. Chicken noodle soup and some crackers if you have some. We'll take some halls. We'll let him run. Pop some of those halls for those immune system. But let them run. There's something about the spirit or white feather. And don't be planting no fucking white feathers either. But let's move on. Let's I had to say that because sometimes when I be in public, I be saying things just be planted in my face and I just be looking like I know you planted that shit there. So I don't really be saying this, I just be looking like I know you planted that shit. But let's move on. There's something significant about white feathers. I'm about to say white doves, but let's move on. You don't see many white doves everywhere. But let's stop it. Mm. And don't teach people food right now. Because many times I've been starving. So you don't teach me about food before I turn into a K, literally. But let's move on. I'll just decide. Let's move on. So, regardless of the, attack or the naysayers or the haters, focus on the blessing, focus on the prize. Because it's a joke. Good fortune is coming regardless. Good blessings are coming. So you just have to keep the faith. You know? and trust the spirit because it's just a test. Everything is just a test, just to see if you're gonna go up, down, all over. So just trust the test, believe in the test, you know, and also pay attention to what it's not said. Look at the bottom, yeah, because something is gonna be solved. Oh, it's being solved right now, but let's move on. So keep your eyes open. Reminder, keep your eyes open. You know, stay on your path. Also, what the fuck is this? I just noticed that. What is this, honestly? These are like hidden fires. This is like a cage box. What the fuck is that? This reminds me of the movie I watched. It's called The Escape Plan. Every time I see this card, it reminds me of that movie. But you know, ain't no more breaking out of, prison break. But let's move on. This is prison break, if you know what I mean. And you know that's some inside job shit right there. You know damn well. But let's move on. So, regardless of, this bullshit, just know that good things come in through. So, focus on the prize. Regardless of this attack, or who's attacking you, or who hired to attack you, just know that their time is coming. Just know that their fate, like I said, what they wanted for you, and what they did to you is already has happened to them. So it's just a repeated lesson. Okay. Moving forward. But a mental person is worse. I mean, only if you're allowed it to be. It's only worse if you, stay in your head a lot. Or if you react like your ego. Yeah. Sometimes some people, they test you to see if you are going to react out of ego or, the heart. Because ego can be a very dangerous thing, but at the same time, it's all about controlling it. If you don't know how to control your anger, ego, then how will you allow your heart to be open? But let's move on. You just never know. You never know. Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of puzzles, but the I love when they go voila, if you know what I mean. But let's move on. Okay. You can solve it all day, but when they go voila, okay. That's my thing. And they go, voila, bye bye, adios. Don't come to fight back, Dismantle. Goodbye. Now, sometimes it's like this. It's like sometimes you have to really confuse people, You have to make them think that they did it, but in reality, you did it. You did it. That's what I mean. Voila. But let's move on. You know, hypothetically speaking, because you're not gonna just do something and then think the one on the other end is not gonna, mm, fight back. Yeah, I don't think so. But what I do know, out of all of this time that I have, been on this journey, it just amazes me more and more the more I see it. But let's move on. So, regardless of this, individual, or this bad boy or bad girl, who the fuck they think they are, long enough, you can't hang. If you can't hang or you don't have any hang time, go on. And I'm not just talking about hang time, because like I said, the one, good question. So what do I do after these lives? I go about my day, you know. I start my morning routine and, you know, I do what I do. Anything else? It's good to know. It's good to be. Let's move on. I'm all that I said, but I cut myself. Let's move on. My best say it's good to be seen than viewed. If you know what I mean. But let's move on. Okay. Um. Let's move on. I said I have no life, so I just watch YouTube after I'm done with my housework and shower. Okay? Continue. It says come back and ask this deck tomorrow. This one needs a bit more patience, or this person needs a bit more patience. No, 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 no. Fuck that. Patient my ass. I'm not even doing shit like this behind the scenes. I don't think so. If anything, the wait is over. And it says, what would your best friend say to this? What would your best friend say to this? Continue on your path. Continue to keep the faith. I'm about to say, yeah, keep the faith. Is the bakery real? Which bakery? Baking in the oven or baking at the dispensary? Which one? I thought, uh, nah, let's move on. You know, everybody dispensary ain't the same. But let's move on. Them cakes. Cake as what? Ass cake or chocolate chip cake? The first one or the second one? Chocolate chip cake or the ass cake? The chocolate. Chocolate cake is, I say chocolate cake. Chocolate cake is not that good. But, I wouldn't even catch myself eating chocolate cake. But I really eat strawberry cake. Shortcake. Let's move on. If someone is determined to do something, someone had the determination to do something. But let's move on. So, regardless of this individual, let's keep it like you got a mean grip on the deck, and just like I have a mean grip on the dick. So, it can go both ways. The way I hold my card is the way I hold the dick. So, let's keep it moving. That's why they really be mad. That's why they really be attacking. Could I be saying shit like this on my mouth? And, you know, like you mad? And like you want some too. Acting like that, acting like this, they want some too. They want a grip on it too. Clearly. But, you know what I mean. Cause real men, they don't do this. The ones that I see, they don't do this. Unless that mask come off, then we'll see. But you never know. You never know. Provoke them and watch what happens. Mm. You don't gotta put your hands on them. Just provoke their ass and watch what they do. That's when you decide there whether you should let it go or let it be. No, really don't. Because if you gotta do this, oh no, baby, you like dick. Let's be real. You like dick. You like dick too. Ain't no way. And if the women do it, they're like the opposite. So it's either way. But they do it worse. No, women too. I've seen women done it. I've seen it with my own eyes. Even same sex go through this. I've seen it with my own eyes. Especially as an undergrad when I was in college. Them same sex couple was going at it. So it ain't just, straight couple. Same sex couple go through it too. And they go through it worse. Because I've seen it. And the shit is sad. And the shit has to be stopped. Like, literally. Like, who beats on someone or hits someone that they claim that they love? Or like. Like, y'all mentally unstable. If they do it to their mama, if they do it to their dad, their grandparents, what you think they're gonna do to you? The same thing. It's common sense. And then you wonder why their parents don't want to deal with them. Why their own mother want to deal with them. Why their own father don't want to deal with them. or why their own grandparents don't want to deal with them. You see why. Look how they act. Look how they behave. Look how they talk to others. Pay attention to that. Then you wonder why, let's move on. You wonder why. What you drinking? Nothing. I haven't drank nothing. Fasting right now, but no, you think more clearly when you fast. Not the way that I'm about to say these fake ass Muslims fast. Cause let's move on. At least eat something. Like, who the fuck fat? No, let's move on. Let's move on. Cause me, I know damn for sure I'm not missing on meals. So okay, let's move on. We're not gonna say that. Let's move on. We're not gonna get into that. Let's move on. These emails just be popping up, and I just be like looking like, what the fuck? What can I do? I'm trying to snatch them, But let's move on. I get too much of that. Ah, but let's move on. Nah, let's do it. There's something that's confusing. Something is unknown. Something is unknown or something can be staying unknown. We have water, but that's never gonna happen. Did I say fertility? That's never gonna happen. So keep your thoughts to yourself. Now, something is the puzzle, and someone is gonna solve the puzzle. Or something is a mystery, or someone needs to stay a mystery. Or someone could be mysterious. Either way. Moving on. Because yeah, their lights is out, and they try to cut your lights out or shut your lights down. No, you see them, they have no face, no face, no case. And those who show their face are just dumb as fuck. Moving on. Let's move on. We ain't gonna do too much about that. And their face, exactly. They have, they just, you talking about, they don't, you talking about, you have no life. They don't have no life. They have no soul. If they don't shit like that, now how desperate can you be? Yeah, how desperate. These are some desperate ass souls. They would do anything for a piece of change or a piece of ice. Right. So, regardless of this, off topic, keep your eyes on the prize. Focus. So keep your eyes open. Pay attention to what is not said. Don't look. I'll say don't look. Don't overlook the obvious. Look beyond the obvious. I appreciate the skeleton in the closet. Now, That's the information right there. That's the Scorpio right there. Over there. Every there. Okay, that's 3 times. So let's move on. Let's move on. Anyway, don't have to be, but yeah. Regardless of this, uninvited individual, uninvited guest. Yeah, that's a test of faith, test of faith, test of faith. Surprise, accident, big change, moment of decision. Yeah, while, they were being, you know, observational, this uninvited guest, they were being watched as well. You see the difference? What they tried to bring towards you, what they thought they have brought towards you, gonna lead them to what they're asking for. So watch how others behave and interact to better understand the motive. Oh, I'm about to get off of this in a minute. So I'm gonna receive a call or a message or communication about the law, or someone's gonna be held accountable. Now there's justice, balance. So someone could be a lawyer, a judge, an officer, police officer, detective, homicide detective. Yeah, because they thought it's gonna happen, it's gonna lead them right where they belong. So keep your eyes open. Maybe later. So keep your eyes open. Um, the surprise. See, they thought this was gonna happen until it led to this. Until it led to a crowbar. I'm gonna use crowbar. Now, after a crowbar was used to like break ATM machine or some shit like that, or break somebody's face, either way. But a crowbar, that's different. A crowbar. I actually had to look that shit up when I actually saw it. I was like, cute, crowbar, you know? I never that meant. Time zone, obviously it's 1200. So meet me at 2200. That's perfect time for you, 2200. Listen to your instincts. So we will be back around 2200. So it pops up again. All I have to do is press panic, and Mr. Crowbar will pop up. So, I'm gonna say time. Yes. Now, let's move forward. So, keep your eyes open. Focus, regardless of this individual, whoever they are. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the mission. the goal, because something's gotta get, you know, give and take. So keep your eyes open. I will be back around 2200. Um, regardless of this, because you know the collective's gonna be safe regardless. This individual on the other hand, I'm not so sure. But you know, open your eyes and get ready, you know, for this transformation. Get ready for that renewed faith. Remember, it's just a test. So, get ready for this huge transformation that's about to come into your life.